Welcome, everybody, to the Early Edge in 5. My name is Sia Nejad, otherwise known as the Counselor. I'm taking over for AB because we know he's laid up right now. So let's start talking Early Edge in 5. Let's bring on two of my favorite people. I've done a show with each of these guys at this point, and I love them both. EC, Jason Spector. Jason Spector, otherwise known as Nick Jonas. But on this show, he goes by his alias, of course, Spector, the speculator, Jason Spector. How you doing? Let's get straight to the picks. Jason, I'm going to start with you. Tell us what you got tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Sia. What an entrance. Nick Jonas, I'll take that as one of the highest Jonas brothers. You could have gone much lower, so I'll take it. We're going to go Jason Tatum over 28.5 points at -115. Look, from a storyline perspective, which you normally know I don't go with, but it's Tatum's 25th birthday today. They're going to be at home. His son will probably be sitting courtside. All of that points to him going over on points. But statistically, it's not a bad bet either. See, in the 59 games that Jason Tatum has played, he's gone over this line 38 of them. That's 64% of the time. At -115, that's an implied probability of 53.49%. I have this at -131 on the site, as that's what Caesar has, and that's 56.71%. Either way you look at it, you're looking at a nice 7 to 10% edge on a game where storylines, it's his birthday, and statistically it makes sense. Let's bring that together and go Jason Tatum over 28.5 points.
I love storylines. Can I just tell everybody that? Like in golf, I do something on the First Cut pod called Strokes Gain Narrative. And anytime you have a storyline for me, and especially if it's a birthday storyline, I am going to be paying attention. I'll be dialed in on that game, and I'll probably be taking and tailing Jason's over there with Jason Tatum. Eric, EC. Now, you've got some fun bets here. So I looked at your plays. You got a few of them, it looks like. And when I say fun, well, what's fun? What's not fun, right? What's not fun is taking unders. But what's fun is what you've got. Tell us what you got.
Well, thanks, Counselor. Good to have you on the program. Good to be on with you once again. We're having a good week here. I think I'm 12-4 since Sunday, making some money for everybody. 2-1 last night. By the way, let me just first say, those who were bagging on Coach for his picks, he went undefeated and did a parlay last night. I know he talked about it on the Early Edge this morning, but got to give him props. I wonder if that gets me out of parlay jail with him. We'll have to find out. Nonetheless, we have 3 overs tonight. I put these on the site now. This is my first day on the site. So now I'm going to give you my logic here on the show. We have Akron and Kent State, a MAC matchup, over 134.5. Now, the first meeting between these two teams was 122, and the total was 133.5. I love the angle of an under in the first game with a total higher than the first game in the second game. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay, go with that. The two teams combined for 149 total points on average. So these guys know how to get up and down the court and score a lot. In 9 of the last 10 Akron games, one team has scored 78 plus. In 10 of the last 13 Kent State games, one team has scored 77 plus. So basically what that says is one of these teams is going to drop 77, and that means all we need is 68 from the other. I think we can do that. And so I think we go 1-0 there. Then we have a Big South quarterfinal. Dug a little deeper for this one. Campbell and Longwood, don't ask me where they are, over 131. These two matchups between these two teams this year during the regular season, 109 and 124. The last over-under in the 124 game was 131. So it's the same, meaning I think they're expecting it to go over. And here's why. 12 of the last 15 Campbell games have been 131 total points or more, and 7 of the last 9 Longwood games have flown over 131. So the teams combined to average 143 and give up 134 a night. I think this one gets closer to 140 as well. One team will at least score 70. I think we hit this one. Then we have one from the WAC. Stephen F. Austin and Utah Valley over 140.5. Both teams average more than 75 a game. Stephen F. Austin is 9-5 to the over on the road. Utah Valley is 6-4 to the over at home. Stephen F. Austin is 5-2 over this number in their last 7 on the road. And Utah Valley, get this, averaging 79 a game in WAC play at home. I think this one gets closer to 150, and hopefully we have a 3-0 night.
EC, that was pretty impressive. Listen, anytime you have 3 picks and you can rattle them off back to back to back like that, that is really, really impressive from the both of you. Let me give everybody an update real quick before we bring up the recap screen. Now, I don't have a pick for this show, but if you were watching this morning, BPE Early Edge, I had 2 golf picks, both of which are winning right now. Now, listen, it's Bay Hill. Things can crash and burn pretty quickly, but I had my Wyndham Clark over Alex Noren bet. That was minus 110. Wyndham Clark is up 3 strokes with about 5 holes to play. In the other one, it was Aaron Rai plus money over Tristan Lawrence and Pearson Coody. He's up 1 shot over both of them. Again, that was a plus money play. So hopefully those both come in, the minus 110 and the plus 115. Stay tuned. Watch everything at Bay Hill. It's really exciting right now. But go ahead, Eric.
Well, Sia, what I was going to ask you is if you were to put live money down after we saw Rahm shoot 76 today, where would your money go for the weekend?
It's a good question. I would probably go down the board. I mean, Scotty Scheffler at plus 1,200 is interesting to me. I think Max Homa still has a shot at 28-1. Listen, things can really kind of unravel for you like we saw with Jon Rahm earlier today. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to put out probably a live play on Twitter later tonight. But if I'm looking at it right now, I'm probably eyeing Scotty Scheffler. I'm skipping right over Rahm, even though I think he has plenty of win potential. I'm skipping right over Corey Connors. It's probably somewhere in that Max Homa, Ricky Fowler range. Ricky Fowler being 50-1. But it's probably Max Homa for me.
What about Cam Young, though? I have a Cam Young future this week. He's playing well. Thus far, he's 1 under on the day or 2 under on the day. Not bad. Do you think he has a shot?
He has a shot, but at plus 600, I'm not willing to find out. That's the bottom line. With Cam Young, I had him as a first-round leader. We almost cashed that bet. But over 4 rounds, listen, he's great. He's probably going to hold up for 4 rounds. But is he going to win? Maybe. But at plus 600, I don't think I'm willing to find out with guys like Patrick Cantlay, Xander Schauffele, Jon Rahm, Scotty Scheffler, Justin Thomas, all behind him. It's probably going to be a tough scene for him come Sunday afternoon. So that's my take there. But I think Max Homa is interesting. Max Homa didn't putt very well today. If he has a hot putter tomorrow, it could be game on for him. All right, everybody, let's bring up the recap screen real quick and go over these picks one more time. We have EC with the over in the Akron-Kent State game. He has the over in the Campbell-Longwood game. And by the way, Longwood is in Virginia, I believe. Campbell in North Carolina.
Thank you.
We had a Pat McGee band reference 2 Fridays ago. In other words, 7 days ago. And I believe Pat McGee went to Longwood University in Virginia. That's why I know that. Stephen F. Austin, Utah Valley, give us the over there of 140.5. And then the speculator, Nick Jonas, has Jason Tatum over 28.5 points. We've got a birthday narrative riding with this. Jason, EC, it's early edge in 5. I think that's all the damage we can do, right?
I mean, usually we carve out enough damage. So we're going to go easy. You was Big Pick Energy Friday on the morning show, going light on the afternoon show today.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for the early edge in 5. Everybody, thanks for being in the chat. Thanks for gassing me up a little bit. And somebody says, classed it up. Ouch. Coach, that is a shot. I'm not going to say the name of that person, but listen, for the entire crew. Of course, that's EC. Of course, that's Jason Spector. We're going to take all these tickets and we're going to go right to it's over here, actually. We're going to go right to the pay window. We'll see you next time.